happen? Alright, so last night when I went to sleep, I dreamt that like I was at cheer practice. Start off good. I was at cheer practice and we was doing cheers whoop de whoop. We had like a whole, it was long. It was a long cheer practice. And then afterwards I was like, all right, let's go. I had it, and it was a dream that like my niece was still part of cheer because she tried out and then quit. And so she was there and I was like, okay, let's go. And she was like, no. And I was like, what you mean no? Like, you live with me. You live with my, like, you live in my house. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then she like, I'm going to my house. And I'm like, you don't live there no more. Like, you guys live here for now. And then she's like, no, I'm going there by myself. I have a mom's keys, and me and my friend are gonna go there, drop us off. And I'm like, hold up. First of all, that's not how you ask. Second of all, no, that's not gonna happen. I'll take her home, and I'm taking you to that house. So then they get in the car, and then she gets in the backseat because she's mad at me. And I'm like, well, we're not leaving until one of y'all get in the front of the car. Now, I said we're not leaving, but the car started rolling. Even though I had my foot on the brake, I had the thing on drive and my foot on the brake, but it was still rolling, right? So, like, I was like, no, like, one of y'all better get in front before we start to really move. Because I'm not y'all chauffeur. Like, it's not finna happen. I'm not Uber. One of y'all finna get in front. And then, so, it was driving, and then they ended up both in the front seat, you know, so they ended up both in the front seat. I'm still trying to tell somebody to get in front. So the girl, the friend, she went from light skin to like white, by the way. So she like in the beginning she was a light skinned black girl, like my niece. But then somewhere in the middle of that, or not light skin, but like at some point in the middle of that, she climbs onto the, what's that thing called? The dashboard? Right above the steering wheel. She climbs on top of that. And she's sitting there. And she starts, so at first it was nighttime. Like that whole time it was nighttime. Then as we start to drive down the hill, it gets daytime. But it gets daytime, like light, burning sun. So she's sitting in the dashboard. Everywhere else has shade, except for over there. And she starts to burn. And I'm like, come back. I'm like, come back over, like, get back in the seat. And she's not listening to me. She's like, no, I thought you said you want somebody in front. I'm like, you guys are already in the front. Get off the dashboard. And then she went like this. And, like, the hair on top of her head, like, just came off. And all of a sudden, her skin started to turn red. And then, like, she's like, ah! I start screaming. Now, when she started screaming, she's outside the car on top of the hood. She's on top of the hood. And she's outside of the car now. And she's, like, screaming and stuff like that. I'm like, Aaliyah, let her in. I'm trying to have her, like, come, like, I don't know, climb through the window or something. But I'm just like, let her back in. And her skin starts to bubble. And then, like, she, like, falls off the car. And then when I get to the bottom, I, like, kind of swerve and I hit my head. Now, at this point, I'm trying to climb, like, wait, no, not climb yet. I was trying to drive back up the mountain, right? Like, to go back, because we were like, dang. Okay, we're going to go home. So, so we try to go back up the mountain. Then all of a sudden, it turns into me, alone, climbing up this mountain. Like, just trying to pull myself up. Trying to get there. And then she, like, is still alive, and she tries to kill me because we were gonna leave her. Lord knows where my niece is, though. But mind you, they're like in middle school, like, or like no, they're freshmen in high school now. So that's their age, 14. So she's trying to kill me now because we were gonna leave her, and I'm like, I'm just trying to live though, and she's like. I don't know if I want to say all this, but basically something happened where she tried to like rip my body apart. Like she used some type of magic, like you would see in anime, to try to rip my body apart. and then, uh, and then I woke up somewhere in a hospital, and then I was walking around, and then at first I thought it was all a dream, because I was in the infirmary room inside of school, instead of not my school, but like it was supposed to be my school in the dream, and so because that was indoor school, I go to outdoor, or I used to go to outdoor school, and then so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, what happened? And then they're like, you almost died. Someone still ripped you, tried to rip you apart. And then like, I'm like, huh? And then all of a sudden that girl ends up going to my school, like now. Like that's how that happened. Like all of a sudden, she was actually going to my school and she's like a year younger than me, which doesn't make sense. Storyline, but that's my dream for you. And so I woke up after almost being killed.